Pisces placements. Pisces. Trying to see things differently? In what way? Trying to explore new ways because the old ways don't work, or maybe don't work the way that you want them to work. So I see a renewal because there is disappointment here about the past or past choices. So I see you making new ones, trying to expand your awareness or gain a new perspective here. What I see you doing here is trying to take control of your life by being smarter, more stern, more in control. Because somehow the things that you've done in the past or the choices that you've made in the past didn't land where you wanted them to land. So trying to see the world in a different eye or in different eyes to possibly manifest or expand your knowledge of it. This is to do with your worldly matters. This can be regarding your life in general. I don't see much emotions here, so it could be regarding your career or maybe your love life after all. We have the Three of Swords here. There was someone that turned your heart cold, that made you see life in blue hues. That's strange that that came to mind. Someone here hardened your heart. And in a way, I feel like you don't, I don't see you having regrets. But it's kind of like, being thankful for it in a way, maybe even subconsciously. Because without that, you wouldn't expand your perspective or your knowledge. It's a strange realization here that you've got. But it's not weird, you know what I mean? Sometimes the bad situations makes us look at things differently because through the suffering, it forces us to expand. Like pressing a diamond. A diamond forms under pressure from the rocks around it. So this feels like a diamond in the rough and you're discovering yourself as such. But you're using that to gain more power, to gain control. And that is the positive aspect of this. So you're not allowing it to destroy you, to bring you down, to break you, but rather to find the benefit of it. It's almost like a survival response, but it's working because it's helping you get up and help you learn more about life. Even if you're using your heart less in life situations and decision making. Interesting. At least when you think of the worst situations, you won't be surprised when you receive one or when you go through one, right? So kind of seeing the world through the dark lens. That yes, you know, people are not angels. There will be people, even the good ones, that will have the opportunity to hurt you, and they will. So in a way, there is a bit defense up, guard up, less trust, less heart. And it's working, because I feel like you are very vulnerable at this time, and you're trying to build yourself up. And in that vulnerable spot, I feel like you're building a shield around you so that it doesn't break the vulnerability. Does that make sense? So you're protecting something that is very fragile at this time, and that fragile is you. And it's a good way to deal with it if you don't stick to it. Meaning, you can use whatever energy for whatever reason for some time. But there needs to be the awareness of using that energy. So if you stick to this cold-hearted energy, or the trusting no one energy, or my defense up always, it won't benefit you, because you will always see the world in the dark sense. But if you're using that energy only to get you to become stronger, and then open your heart again, that's when you are doing it or using it well. Okay, yeah. There will be a point in your life where you will have to bring the guard down and trust that you will be taken care of. That's when you feel you're comfortable to do so. So there is no force. So the universe is like giving you the green light to use whatever you need within you, which is the dark energy. I feel like you are leaning towards the dark energy right now, and that's okay. You can use the dark to become strong, or maybe to not allow others to take advantage of you until you become strong, and then you show your light. Because you are strong, you have no fear. You know what I mean? But people are very judgmental, so if they see you as light and you are broken, or that you are feeling broken, they will take advantage further. And that's when you bring the dark to show that don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, this is the Queen of Swords energy. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me, my sword is up. I will fucking cut you. But if you use that until you have your strength back, perfect. Just don't stick to that energy for life, because that's not who you are. Okay? Yeah, temporary. Until it's no longer needed. You have massive transformation happening in your life, Pisces, and it's a good transformation. It's good if you think about it that way. I mean, it might not seem good, but it's good for you. What I mean by that is it might feel dark and gloomy, and you'll be like, good transformation, what is she talking about? Yes, it's dark and gloomy until further notice. It's not going to last like this forever. And remember, your perspective of it is what matters most. So if you see a challenge as a temporary challenge, it will be just that. If you see it as a constant challenge, you will perceive life to be a fucking joke, a hardship after hardship. But if you choose to go through hardships as a way to grow and expand your knowledge and awareness, and bring the subconscious to your conscious, it will feel like a rewarding learning experience without changing your essence. Because the external is almost irrelevant to your internal. And what I mean by that, it's true that your external depends on your internal, but it's okay. Let me reverse The thing that I want you to do, here is your homework, okay? Here's your homework, because you are in the energy of willing to learn. So here is your homework. Research, if you don't know, about the law of detachment, because your energy could benefit from this. And the law of detachment is not a negative energy, it's not a dark energy. It is a smart way of observing the self above all. So in a way, detaching yourself from the external, knowing that your internal is strong no matter the circumstance, is empowering. And that is the knowledge that you need to walk with. And it could be that you're going through this to experience and learn this law of detachment. The law of observing the self instead of being the self. Your essence is a soul, a spirit. Everything else that you associate with, this body, this world, this lover, this family member, that's just external. When you find yourself in hardships, detach. Detach, not feel anything, go numb. No. Detach meaning watch yourself. Watch yourself. Do not bring imbalanced energy to your imbalanced life or your imbalanced life. Your circumstance does not have to affect who you are, because all circumstance is temporary. It's what you do with it that prolongs it or makes it go away. If you, like there's a saying that I really love, if you want to be a guru, try to be a guru in a chaotic environment, because anyone can be a guru at a top of a mountain with nothing in sight, no city noise, nothing to trigger. But a true guru is when there are a lot of hardships and triggers outside of the guru body and still remains at peace. If you master this, I promise you, nothing in your life that comes to you with a negative energy affects you. And I'm not saying that you will be perfect, you know. I go through situations where I'm like, oof, this got to me and I forget. But bringing my awareness to it, I talk to myself and say, well, okay, so this is triggering me. And I bring the awareness to it. And then I detach from it. I remember who I am. I remember this life is just an experience. If you die in a game because you're too much in the game. But if you remember, this game is just a game. I'm just playing. It's alright. I will have another go another time. You don't take it seriously, and that is basically life. I'm going to extend this reading on my website. The link will be in the description box. I will see you there.